So this morning I headed out to Starbucks. And as you know, when they take your order, they usually put your name on the cup. There's my name right there, Nate. And for a few moments, I kind of stared at my name, because I remember how much I hated this name as a kid. Sorry, Mom. But it's true. I absolutely hated this name. Well, I didn't hate this name. I hated my whole name, which was Nathaniel Lee Perez. And so Nate is what I would tell people my name was. I didn't care for this name either, but it was a better alternative to Nathaniel, I thought at the time. Because I just can't remember anybody in my neighborhood or at school who had the name Nathaniel. And I just thought it was corny. I thought that it was just the most uncool name in existence. And I remember thinking, I can't wait to become an adult because I'm going to change my entire name. And I even came up with names that would be a better replacement for it. I even wanted to be something like my twin brother's name. I thought his name was better than mine. His name was Daniel. And I wanted that name because at least I knew some people, in school and around the neighborhood who had the name Daniel. So fast forward to my adult life, and I'm saved at this time, and, I've just kind of grown into it. I don't love my name. I don't think much about it. I just have accepted that this is my name, okay? And so one day I am talking to a good friend of mine, shout out to Johnny Hodges. Oh, sorry, Dr. Johnny Hodges. He's bougie now. No, I'm just kidding, not kidding. So I don't know how we even got into this convo, but I remember him asking me, why don't you use your real name? And I was like, what you talking? I am using my real name. He was like, nah, I noticed that, when you do things on social media or whatever, you call yourself Nate. And your profile says Nate. I said, yeah? He said, why don't you use your whole name, Nathaniel? I was like, I don't know, I just don't like it, Nate is better, it's easier to say. I don't know. He was like, nah, you should use your whole name because that's the name that your parents gave you. That's your God-given name. And so we kind of, chopped it up for a little bit, and eventually he was able to convince me. And I said, all right, bet. I'll start using the name Nathaniel. I started